Hey there, yogis. Welcome to Zen Balance Yoga and Meditation. My name is Kristen, and welcome to today's Yin Yoga practice, where we'll be tapping into the energy of the wood element, which in traditional Chinese medicine connects with the liver and gallbladder meridians. And I'll explain a little bit more about this class and what exactly we're tapping into and why. First, let's go ahead and just get settled on our mats. And for props today, they are not essential, but if you do want the extra comfort or support, feel free to grab blocks, a cushion, or a bolster if you'd like that extra support. Again, they are not essential. So go ahead and come to a comfortable seat. Take a moment to arrive. Soften your jaw. Relax your shoulders down your back. Maybe close your eyes and check in with your breath. There's no need to change anything. We're just noticing right now. And together, let's take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. Open your mouth and let it go with a sigh. One more time, big breath in through your nose, filling up. Hold it at the top. Part your lips and let it go with a sigh. And now settle into a steady, equal part breath in through your nose, out through your nose or mouth. And I'll go ahead and walk you through what this class is about. So, wood energy is all about growth, flexibility, and forward movement, kind of like the way spring feels after a long winter. And the liver is responsible for the smooth flow of energy or qi in our bodies. And when we feel like we're stuck emotionally or physically, we might feel irritated, frustrated, or just kind of foggy. So this class is about clearing out your stagnation, any stagnation you might have in your life, in your body right now, and making space and inviting in a little more clarity and ease. So with all of that in mind, we'll go ahead and begin our yin class with a little gentle movement. So we'll start by placing our hands on our knees and begin to circle your torso around. Slow and easy. And this is a nice way to loosen up the hips and stimulate the liver meridian that runs through the inner legs. So we're circling in one direction. And then reverse your circles, and you can make these as big or small as you'd like. And now come to a stop with your circles, and we will move into some seated cat-cows. So here we're loosening up the spine with some spinal waves. So with your hands on your knees, as you breathe in, arch your back, look up, lean forward. Exhale, round into your spine, lean back, draw your chin towards your chest. We'll do this a couple more times. Breath in, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine, chin to your chest, lean back. 2 more times with your breath in each direction. Beautiful. Now let's move into our first yin pose, which will be butterfly pose. So if you're not already familiar with this pose, we'll be bringing the soles of our feet together, seated with your knees falling open. And butterfly is one of those key poses for the liver and gallbladder lines. Those meridians run along the inner and outer legs. And when you're ready, take a big breath in your butterfly. And if you'd like, I invite you to breathe out and begin to slowly fold forward. And here, allow your spine to round and settle into gravity. You might feel some sensations through the hips or the inner thighs. Just see if you can soften with each breath out and let go a little more. With each exhale, deep breaths here. And remember, yin isn't about pushing or pulling. It's about surrendering to stillness. So only go as far as your breath is deep. Listen to your body, and you can always support your knees or fold with a bolster if you feel like you need that extra support. And as we rest here in stillness for the next couple of minutes, just remember to keep your awareness on your breath and continue to soften, allowing gravity to take you further into the pose. And this is your last 30 seconds in butterfly. And being very gentle with yourself. If you're folded forward, slowly rise to an upright seat. And we'll move into our next yin pose, which will be a twisted deer pose. To get there, you're going to bring your right shin forward. It's going to be parallel with the top of your mat. And your left leg is going to be bent behind you. So kind of like in a zigzag position. Your left leg is parallel to the side of your mat. And you're going to turn your chest toward your front leg. Take a big breath in here and slowly begin to melt forward over your front leg. And you can rest on your elbows, a bolster if you need that additional support, or you can fold all the way down. Just meet yourself right where you are today. And deer pose, with this shape, it gets into the outer hip and IT band, which is right along the gallbladder meridian. And this pose may feel a little intense, so just remind yourself that you're here to soften, not force. And again, just meet yourself where you are today and allow gravity to take you deeper into the pose, only going down as far as your breath is deep. And this is your final 30 seconds before we switch to the other side. Very slowly rise back up and just pause for a moment before we switch to the other side. Maybe close down your eyes here. Just noticing any sensations that might be coming up. Take a couple of grounding breaths. And we'll move to the other side. So this time you're going to bring your left shin forward, parallel to the top of your mat, and your right leg will be bent behind you. Twist toward the front leg and take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, slowly begin to fold over that front leg. And again, you can come down to your elbows here. You can go all the way down, or you can rest onto a bolster if you'd like. Keep your awareness on your breath. Deep breaths. Breathe into any sensation that you might be feeling in this pose. Feel free to close down your eyes if that feels right. And continue to soften with each breath out. Last 30 seconds of this pose. And slowly begin to rise back up. Our next yin pose is going to be dragon pose. So before we do that, however, we're going to come to our hands and knees. Take your time getting there. So your hands are placed under your shoulders, knees rest under your hips, and we're going to move through some hip circles here. And you can make these circles as big or as small as you'd like. Loosening into the hips, working into the IT band, maybe even the side body and back. And now reverse your circles. And bring your movement to stillness. And moving into our dragon pose now. So come into a low lunge. You're going to step your right foot forward. Your left knee is resting on the mat behind you. And your hands can rest on the mat here, or if you would like to make the ground come up to meet you, if it's a little easier, you can also grab some blocks to place your hands on. Or if you want to go even further into this pose, you can also come down to your forearms. If you're moving along with me, you can just rest your hands or your fingertips onto the mat. And if you'd like, you can edge your right foot over to the far side of the mat, far right side of the mat, with both hands on the inside of that foot. And with dragon, this is one of those deep hip openers that works with the liver and gallbladder meridians all at once. And the hips, they can hold a lot of stuck energy and emotion. So if stuff bubbles up, sensations, resistance, even frustration, that is totally okay. Just breathe through it. And allow your body to be soft here. So let go of any holding, any tension in your body. Just be soft. And you should really feel this all on the front of your left thigh, your quads, maybe even a little bit on the inner right thigh as well. And you can keep your right foot grounded on the mat, or you can also roll onto the outer edge of your right foot for a winged dragon for this last minute and a half or so of this pose. Totally up to you. And this is your final 30 seconds on this side. And very slowly, before we move into the other side, we'll go ahead and take a quick counter stretch. So allow your hips to sink back towards your heels. Work towards straightening your right leg for half monkey pose. And we're stretching into the hamstrings here, and this should feel pretty sweet after dragon. Continue to breathe deeply. We're not here for long, it's just a quick break. On your next breath in, go ahead and lunge back forward and come back to your hands and knees pose, tabletop. And we'll move to the other side. Coming into a low lunge with your left foot forward this time. Your right knee is resting on your mat behind you. And you can edge that left foot over to the far left side of the mat with both hands resting on the mat on the inside of your left foot. You can come up to your fingertips, or you can rest your hands on blocks if needed. Or again, there's always that option to come all the way down to your forearms if you're ready for that. If you do come down to your forearms, try not to round into your spine too much here. Allowing your body to be soft, sinking into this pose. Breathing deep into this strong hip opener. Optional winged dragon if you'd like for the last minute and a half. To do so, you're going to roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, allowing you can push your left knee further away from you, kind of twisting to the left. Again, totally optional. This is your practice. This is your final 30 seconds in dragon. And we'll take that counter stretch now. So go ahead and sink your hips back towards your heels. Hands are positioned under your shoulders. Work towards straightening your left leg, stretching into your hamstrings. Your left foot is flexed, toes pointed toward the ceiling. Breathe deeply here. And we'll move into our next yin pose, which is going to be half shoelace with an optional twist. So come to sit on your mat. You can re-lunge your leg forward, come to a tabletop, and then have a seat, or however you'd like to get there, whatever's easiest for you. Seated on your mat, right leg is bent in, and your left leg crosses over, so the knees stack. Take your time getting here. And you can have the right leg extended long if this is too twisted up for you. No worries. And if you want to take this deeper, you can also begin to fold forward if that feels good. Or you can choose to sit up tall, spine tall, and twist toward the top leg. This adds a little more liver meridian activation, and it gets your spine involved as well with the twist. And feel free to close down your eyes here. Awareness to your breath. This is your final 30 seconds before we switch to the other side. And go ahead and untwist your legs, unravel your legs. Stretch your legs out in front of you, both legs extended on your mat. And just give your legs a little shake. Shaking things out a little bit before we move to the other side. So this time you're going to bend your left leg in. So your heel is going to come towards your buttocks. And your right leg is going to cross over the left leg so that your knees stack up. And again, if this is too twisted up for you, you can also just extend the bottom leg long. Your left leg in this case can extend out in front of you, and you can just have your right leg crossed over. Either way, you're going to get the same benefit from this pose. You're not missing out if you feel like this is too twisted up and you need to extend that leg out. So no worries. And again, you can sit up tall here and twist toward that top leg, or you can begin to fold forward, whatever feels right for you today. You can play around with both options until you feel like the position is just right. And once you're there, breathe deep into any sensations that you're feeling. Maybe close down your eyes. Enjoy your stillness. Last 30 seconds. And we're at the halfway point now with our yin class. So we'll take a quick rebound on our backs. Take your time getting there. Unravel your legs first, of course, and then take your time making your way down to your back. Extend your legs long. Your feet splay out just like in Savasana. Your arms rest by your sides, palms face up. Your breath is natural here, and feel free to close down your eyes. We're just noticing the subtle shifts in the body, any tingling, any warmth, any sensations that are coming up from our practice so far. And when you're ready, we'll move into our next yin pose, which will be a reclined twist. So remaining on your back, bring your knees into your chest. Scoot your hips over to the left and allow your knees to fall to the right. And your arms can open wide at shoulder height, or you can have them in a loose cactus shape. And to complete your twist, your gaze can go to the left. And here we're stimulating the liver meridian, and the liver is known as the planner and detoxifier. So twists can symbolically help us wring out what no longer serves us, what's no longer needed. So stay here in your twist, breathe into your belly, your ribs, and your back. Last 30 seconds before we move to the other side. Very slowly bring your knees back to center. Take a little rock from side to side if you'd like, massaging into your low back. And then we're going to bump our hips over to the left a little bit and allow your knees, or over to the right, and allow your knees to fall to the left. And again, your arms can be open wide at shoulder height, or they can be in that loose cactus, whichever is most comfortable for you in your twist. And to complete your twist, if it feels right in your neck, you can turn your gaze to the right. Letting go of what no longer serves you. Surrendering a little bit more with each breath out. Final 30 seconds in our twist. And very gently bring your knees back to center, taking your time. Take a little rock from side to side once again. Give yourself a big squeeze. And we're going to make our way to sit on our mats. So however you'd like to get there, if you want to roll to one side and ease your way up, or if you'd like to take a few rock and rolls through the spine to make your way there. Either way, whatever is easiest for you. And once you're situated on your mat, seated, we're going to move into our dragonfly pose. This is our wide-legged seated forward fold. So sitting on your mat, go ahead and bring your legs out to the sides in a V shape. And again, it doesn't have to be a wide V here. You don't have to be a cheerleader in this position, just whatever's most comfortable for you, however far apart you think would be most comfortable in this pose. And take a big breath in, straighten your spine, sit up tall, puff out your chest, and with all that length, as you breathe out, start to fold forward. Any amount is good here, and you can use as many props as you'd like, a bolster, a pillow, blocks to rest your head on, whatever it takes to make this pose as comfortable as possible. And a dragonfly is a big one for the inner leg line, which lights up the liver meridian. With this pose, you don't have to go deep to get the benefits, so just let gravity take hold here and only go as far as your breath is deep. It's more about the intention and the stillness than the depth itself. And breathe into the sensations. Relax your body. Feet don't need to be flexed here. So let go of any holding, any gripping. Just let go. And this is your final 30 seconds of dragonfly. Moving very slowly, begin to rise back up. from your forward fold. And gently fold your legs back in so that your knees are bent in front of you. And a quick release here before we move into our final yin pose. Lean back onto your hands placed behind you. And slowly windshield wiper your legs from side to side. This should feel awesome right now. Slow down your movement, coming to stillness, and we'll make our way to our backs once again for our final yin pose before our resting savasana, which will be our supine butterfly. Take your time coming down to lie on your back. And once you're there, bring the soles of your feet together, allowing your knees to fall open. And if you need the support under your knees, you can grab a couple of blocks or pillows to cushion your knees a little bit. And with this pose, it's just a nice way to close out our practice and soften everything that we've just opened. So with your hands, you have the option to place them on your body, one on your belly and one on your heart, or you can have them resting by your side. Take whatever option is most comfortable for you. And just notice your breath, your body, any shifts in your energy. Feel free to close down your eyes. Surrendering. Final 30 seconds. And now for our final resting pose, our beautiful savasana. Stretch your legs out long. Let your body be held by the ground beneath you. Your feet are splayed out, legs are relaxed. Your arms can rest by your sides with your palms facing up. And if it feels good, Go ahead and take a long, slow breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Big body sigh, allowing your body to relax fully. Allowing yourself to rest in stillness. You don't have to do anything here, just receive. Surrender. And start to invite some gentle movement back into your fingers and toes. Maybe a big stretch, big yawning stretch if that feels good. And take your time, roll to one side and pause there. Maybe closing down your eyes before coming up to a seated position. And then slowly rise to an upright seat. And just take a quiet moment to notice. Notice how your body feels, how your breath feels, how you feel after this yin class. The liver and gallbladder energy is all about clearing space for what's next. So take the time to thank yourself for creating that space today. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you're feeling a little lighter, a little more open, maybe even a bit more grounded. And if you enjoyed this yin practice for the wood element, liver and gallbladder meridians, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more classes like this. This is part 1 of a series, so I'll be sharing more yin practices for each of the elements and meridian lines. So please stay tuned for those. Take care of yourself, friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Namaste.